Now, video devices has been around for about 4 or 5 years. It emanated from the company Sound Devices, that's famous for its audio products, okay? Professional field production audio mixers and recorders. And about 5 years or 6 years ago, we moved into video product, and we brought out our first video, on-camera video recorder called the PIX 240. And that was a major success. It was a ProRes and H.264 portable recorder with a nice LCD on it. That was an HD only recorder. Last year we launched our updated product, the PIX series, and that comprises of 3 models, 2 5-inch models and 1 7-inch model, and these are all on-camera, camera-mountable 4K recording monitors. So the 2 5-inch models are the PIX 5, which is SDI and HDMI, and actually it's 6G SDI. And then there's the PIX 5H, which is HDMI only. And then we have a 7-inch version, which is the PIX 7, which is, again, 6G SDI and HDMI. They've got wonderful screens, really high-resolution screens. So on the 5-inch, they're 1920 by 1080 pixel screens. You don't really need any more resolution than that on a screen this size. They have a full range of professional monitoring functions like exposure tools like false colors and zebras. They have focusing tools like peaking, and we have waveform monitoring, vector scopes, histograms, all those tools you'd expect from a professional monitor. And we have some cool other tools as well, like ability to enable a LUT. So you can see a log signal decoded into Rec 709 space, so it looks, the color looks right and the exposure looks right. We have a really cool, unique feature called Tap Zoom, which helps with focusing. You can literally touch the touch screen and it zooms in by up to 4 times magnification. So it's a simple touch in, touch out. And then once you're zoomed in, you can actually move the image around to get your point of focus that you're interested in. You've got a really nice view as well called 4-way view, which gives you an overview of the live image, waveform monitor, histogram and LUT. So that's really the monitor, but what about the recording side of these devices? As I said, they can record 4K up to ProRes 4444 XQ 12-bit, the highest quality codec available currently. You obviously have the full range of codecs, all the way from ProRes Proxy up to that. And to record, we record to something called a speed drive. So this is a pretty cool device. It looks like a USB 3 thumb drive. And it is that, but it's way more. Let me crack one open for you. Here we go. Here's one I cracked open earlier. You just snap them open. Inside here is an industry standard mSATA drive. Now this is available anywhere from like Amazon, Newegg, wherever. They come in sizes from 128 gigabyte all the way up to 1 terabyte, which gives you a huge amount of recording time. And what you do is you just buy these from anywhere. You can buy the enclosure from us. It's about $59, quite cheap. And then you just get your mSATA and then slot it in like so. Close it up, assemble it back together, and there's your recording media. So now I can put that into the back of my PIX. There's a USB slot here, click that in. It's really rugged, it's not going to fall out. This is really ruggedly, solidly built. Die-cast aluminium chassis, Gorilla Glass protection on the LCD. And now I'm ready to record. I can just hit the record and away you go. We don't support RAW, it's ProRes only, but we can take log signal for high dynamic range type work, so we can record the log, no problem. We can also decode that using the LUTs to the LCD. But we can also, at this trade show, we've announced a firmware update, a free firmware update, which brings H.264 recording to the PIX as well. Actually, you can record the ProRes master file and a low bitrate H.264 simultaneously. So here you've got an SD card slot. So why is that useful? Well, now at the end of recording, you can hand over your master quality 4K to post-production to edit, but then you've got a low bitrate H.264 which you can hand directly off to a client, no transcoding. They can watch it on their computer or wherever to give it to a producer or director so they can assess the content of the shot, which they love to be able to do. Or you can go direct to web. I mean, maybe it's a house of worship or an educational facility or a corporate event where they record the event and they want to put it online immediately so that their congregation, remote congregation or other staff members or students can view the content. No transcoding because it's already directly in H.264. That's a totally unique capability in this on-camera recording monitor category. No other device can do that. Just a few things about that H.264. If you're working with log signal from a camera for really wide dynamic range, you want the ProRes to remain log during the edit, right? So you don't want to decode that. But your handover copy H.264 needs to have the LUT applied because you want the director and producer or whomever to be able to see it in its true color balance and exposure. So the LUT is applied to the H.264. Another cool thing about the H.264, to get the data rate right down so it's suitable for web streaming, we convert in-cave forthcoming image to HD. There's a built-in scaler, so that handles all that, and that reduces the file size by 4 times even before you apply the H.264 compression. So one last thing I'd like to tell you about is this accessory here, this attachment here which you see bolted to the bottom of the Pixie here is called the PIX LR. And this is an optional accessory that brings really high quality audio to the recording. So again, if I just slip this round, you can see 2 XLR inputs and 2 XLR outputs. Now the mic preamps are of the caliber that you'd expect from a company like Sound Devices. We are world renowned for the quality of our mic preamps. Why? Because they are super low noise, wide gain range, they have like impeccable limiters, which I think is a very important thing for videographers because it's not their main skill set. Their main skill is to capture great image. So with great limiters, that's going to prevent against digital overload and distortion. But we do it in a beautifully controlled way. It's virtually impossible to overdrive and distort the mic preamps on this device. So now you're recording great audio with your great picture all into a single .mov file, ProRes file or H.264 file. So pretty powerful. The PIX LR also brings some nice big chunky transport controls here. If you don't have the PIX LR attached, you can still access record on these mini buttons here. You've got sunlight readable LED metering here, and you've got these like recessible gain pots for real-time gain adjustments for the audio. So that's pretty much what I got for you. I mean, there's a lot more about this product. You've got anamorphic de-squeeze. It can work with record triggers. You can operate it upside down and flip the screen. There's a whole range of options. All these tools that you'd expect as a videographer you get in this package. The price is also really good for such a high quality, ruggedly built device. The 3 models go from $1,195 up to, for the 7-inch, $1,595. And this audio accessory is only $399.